What's up, everybody? My name is Jay Was, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. In this video, we'll be testing cars off a list for the best off-roading vehicles of 2022. Now, all the cars in this list aren't all there, but this was the only list that had the majority of the vehicles on the list that are actually in this game. Now, the years aren't going to be the same, but that's fine because, well, it's close enough. We'll be testing these on Trailblazers, and the only thing we'll be doing to them is upgrading the stock engine to max, adding rally suspension and off-road tires to make it as realistic as possible, if you can call this game realistic. Alright, the first car I'll be testing is the 2021 Ford Bronco. Now, obviously, this thing has made a name for itself already. It has a lot of retro styling to it. I think it looks fantastic. It's actually probably my favorite off-roader. It's a very good competition for the Jeep, in my opinion. Okay, that's actually not bad. I used all, like, weight reduction, roll cage, and stuff like that. I upgraded that stuff, except for brakes. And I upgraded the stock motor, and it almost makes 700 horsepower, which is actually surprising to me. Now, I won't actually be tweaking any of the tune when it comes to suspension. The only thing I'll actually be doing is the gearing. So, yeah, I want to get at least the highest speed possible with each vehicle. I forgot to put an obscene paint job on it. Hold on. If you have any questions, I definitely cannot answer them for you. This will be the Trailblazer that we're actually testing these on. And the first attempt will be the score. No changes, no other attempts will be made, no second attempts will be made, no third, no fourth, no fifth. Whatever score I get on my first try is the score that car's going to get. So that means anytime I flip, anytime I roll, anytime I make any mistake, that won't matter. That would be the score it gets. This would be the starting point over here. Oh, I'm definitely worrying about this first attempt considering my paint job. It's so freaking weird. What the hell is this? But aside from the crazy paint job, let's go ahead and get this thing started and see what score we end up getting. I actually kind of have hopes for this. I love the Ford Bronco. Although I hate admitting this is definitely not that fast. I mean, in real life, this would definitely be incredibly fast, but in the game, this is really very slow. That's okay. Let's see what it gets now. It gets 19.4 is what I'm going to count as that score. So 19.4 seconds was left on the clock upon completing that with the Ford Bronco. The next car on this list is a Jeep Wrangler. Now, the one they have shown in the photo is a 4-door model, but it's not really going to change all that much if I use a 2-door, just a little shorter. So I'm going to use this one anyway. Just bear with me. Alright, with all upgrades, this thing has 640 horsepower, weighs 600 pounds less, and much better lateral G's. I did fatten the tires up. Now, let's see how it does with that Trailblazer. Okay, before I start this, I got a gift, so I'm going to have to check it out.
Well, just the spirit of Horizon, isn't it? Shall we send a thank you?
No. Most definitely not. No thank you. Bye-bye. Look, it's only fitting that this paint job is put on a freaking Jeep Wrangler, okay? It's completely necessary. Alright, let's get this thing started. Let's see how it does. I don't know, I actually kind of think it'll do better than the Ford Bronco. It's because it's smaller and lighter. It has only about 45 less horsepower. No, 55. I don't know. I'm doing the math wrong. Yeah, I think I was very wrong about that assumption. 17.8. Alright, so the Bronco is still in the lead in this case. The next car on this list is a Land Rover Defender. Actually, I expected to be on the list. This one has the most powerful engine of the bunch so far. It's just 2 horsepower shy of 800 horsepower. It weighs still just over 4,000 pounds, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be any faster. Just saying. So, yep. This one ought to be interesting. Look, I'm telling you, this is accurate, okay? You can't tell me otherwise. Definitely parts. In terms of value to cost, yep, Jurassic parts, alright. That was a lot of air. That's definitely going to slow me down. Oh my god, that damn near stopped me. Why? Will this end up being the worst one? Are you serious? The landings are so rough. Okay, nope, I'm definitely not wrong. Alright, yep. 17.5. It actually got worse than the regular. Why does this list feel like it's just going downhill from here? The next one on this list is the Mercedes-Benz G-Class. The Mercedes-Benz G-Class AMG. I didn't actually know this was in this game. I didn't even know I had it. Apparently, I've had it for a while. It says new, I just never used it. Okay, we got yet another powerful model in here. It weighs more than the Defender did. It has definitely more horsepower, and the lateral G's are slightly increased, but this thing has absurdly wide tires. I don't understand why that's so low. Yep, that's 100% accurate. Probably Russian or Eastern European. At least one bald guy in the car. Scars, Glocks, action movie, bad guy, and vodka. Yep, Yep, this is all accurate. This is exactly how you'd picture it. I love the Forza community. You should be happy I chose this one over the other one. This is so inappropriate. Alright, and this one gets 19.7. Oh! That puts it ahead of the Bronco, so now this one is officially winning. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. The thing is, the most powerful one has over 800 horsepower. Alright, the next one on this list is the Toyota Tacoma Trd Pro. Now, unfortunately, this is a DLC card. This means it can only be attained either by purchasing the card itself or having the car pass, so it kind of sucks for anyone who doesn't have it, but I don't think it would be the best one here. Just being honest. Alright, this is definitely not the most powerful of the bunch, but I actually think it... No. It's definitely not the lightest of the bunch. I think the Jeep Wrangler was. 650 horsepower and 1.5 liter G. So it didn't get all those crazy upgrades. A lot of the upgrades are actually already part of the stock vehicle. You know, I don't really have much to say about this paint job. Because you can't handle the truth. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. It was the funniest one of the bunch. There wasn't really many, but I had to guess on why. It's because it's a DLC card. And this one gets 19.3. It's actually not last. It's just behind the Bronco. Next one on this list is the Colorado ZR2. Now, I know this thing has an absurdly powerful edge swap, and I hate that I can't use it because I know that this thing is a monster when you fully tune it. Alright, it's definitely not the most powerful, but I think it's either the second or third most powerful. It's not too heavy. It's actually lighter than I think the Defender and the G65 AMG. So I actually have high expectations for this one. Just hope I don't get let down. I never knew you were a pickup man. You know, I have no idea what that means. I don't know if he's asking a question or there's supposed to be some kind of hidden joke or a pun here. All I know is this was the safest one to use for this video because the amount of inappropriate ones that were there. Oh, that was a bad landing. Crap. I think that might actually impede the progress on this one. I was actually having high expectations for this one. And it gets 17.5. Oh, that is so freaking disappointing. It matched the Defender. If it didn't have that rough landing, it would have definitely probably beaten the Defender. Okay, so the next one on this list isn't actually in this game, but the one after that is, and that is the Ford Ranger Raptor. It's so disappointing that's not actually available in the US. Alright, this one gets 581 horsepower, weighs a little over 4,000 pounds. It actually weighs more than the ZR2 Colorado. I mean, is there some kind of hidden joke that I'm missing? Wait, what does the top say? Pier BFF 150. What the hell am I missing? I actually don't expect this one to do good, and I hate saying that, because I actually like the Ford Ranger Raptor. They're kind of badass. Yeah, the Ranger Raptor is definitely not going to take the lead. 17.5 and matched the Colorado and the Defender. The next one on this list, I'm not going to say is the most well-known, but it's definitely amongst them. Especially when it's first generation made its debut back in, like, I don't know, 2005, 2006, somewhere in that general time period. First thing they did was take the showroom model to Baja 1000 or 100, whatever one it is, and it actually won, which is absolutely insane. It's mind-blowing. It's a freaking stock showroom floor model. These things are monsters. I don't know about the new ones. I'm pretty sure they're just as badass, but I have no idea. Holy crap. Okay, this is definitely the most powerful of the bunch. It's not the lightest, but it's insanely powerful. I think it actually might weigh less than the not G36. I almost freaking went back in time for a second. I meant the G65 AMG G-Class Mercedes. I'm looking forward to this one. Okay, let's just not talk about it. Alright, let's move it along. While this one is definitely the most powerful, it's easily the slowest one. It could barely hit 216 miles an hour. According to the gearing on the tuning screen. I really should have chosen a different paint job. I think that poop has corn in it. Oh god. And the Raptor gets 19.3. That's unfortunate. It didn't actually get the lead. No, I just realized. I completely forgot the G-Class Mercedes is actually still in the lead. Alright, the next one on this list is the Ram Power Wagon. Now, on the page, it says the Ram 1500 TRX, but because that's not actually in this game, we'll be using the Power Wagon as a substitute. Wow, okay, I think this actually has more power than the Raptor. I think the Raptor had 919, this one has 946, but that's understandable considering it weighs 5,600 pounds. This is definitely the heaviest of the bunch. Surprisingly enough, it's actually not the slowest either. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, you can't see this, but beer. Alright, moving along. What the hell's wrong with the taillights on this truck? just noticing that. Why are they lit up like that? And this one is definitely not winning with a 16.8. This is actually the slowest on the list. Maybe I shouldn't have used this one at all. Alright, the next one is the Land Rover Range Rover. Now, we got two in here, and let me see which one's more powerful. That's probably going to be the one I'm going to use. This one, the Velar... No, that's not a Velar. It's a Sport SVR. It's just... Yeah, that's all it is. Wow, 894 horsepower. It's like the more we go through this list, we get the more powerful cars. It's not the heaviest, but it's also not the lightest, which is fine. I'm sure it'll do fine. These things are actually really well known for off-roading. Okay, this one's definitely the fastest of the bunch. 210 freaking miles an hour. What the hell? Is it like the most aerodynamic one? Is it weird that I actually like this paint job? I mean, what's not to like? It's sprinkles. Sprinkles are delicious. Such an American thing of me to say. Yep, I definitely saw the speed in that air. That was a lot of air right there. Gets 23.8. Holy cow. That blows the other vehicles out of the water. Like this is not even a competition at this point. The Prinkle-mobile is winning. The next one that we have is the Toyota 4Runner Trd Pro, which we also happen to have in this game, fortunately. Car before that we did not have, and that's a Lexus SUV, which we know we're not going to have in here. Alright, with all upgrades, we got 644 horsepower. We weigh just over 4,000 pounds. Now, because the Tacoma actually got a 19.3, I don't expect it to do too bad, but I don't think it's going to pass the Range Rover. That Range Rover just got an insane score. Here in the US, yes, we see Toyotas everywhere, but this has to be definitely the most common Toyota that I've seen in the US. I see these things everywhere. Even the ones before the facelift and after the facelift, they're everywhere. You're not gonna be able to travel anywhere without seeing at least one of these. Now, I actually don't have high expectations for this one because this one already feels much heavier than the Tacoma did. And I think it actually has less horsepower than the Tacoma did, fully tuned. Okay, wait a minute. A white 20.1? It's not first by any means, but it's still second place. It definitely exceeded my expectations on that. The next one on this list is the Jeep Gladiator. This one, when it first released, I actually heard a lot of people hated this thing. I don't know why. I think it's because it comes stock with only a V6 motor. So I guess we're going to be putting that motor to the test. Okay, with all modifications, it's still surprisingly made. 640 horsepower. It's definitely not the lightest, but definitely not the heaviest. It's not too bad. I mean, I don't expect it to do too bad. It is still a Jeep we're talking about here. Although the Wrangler did get a 17.8, so I'm not going to put my expectations too high for this one. It's also only slightly faster than a Raptor. Personally, I actually like the Jeep Gladiators. I think they were, if I had to get a Jeep, this had to be it. Unless I got a 4-door Wrangler. This would have to be the Jeep I would get. Yeah. 14.6. It's definitely the slowest here. That kind of hurts. I actually wanted this to do good. Even though I said I was going to set my expectations low, I really did not personally do that. Well, I mean, the next one on this list is the Ariel Nomad. I mean, there's no way in hell this thing's not going to have some crazy speed to go with it. I mean, these things are incredibly light. They're designed to go off-road. I can't imagine this thing not doing well. Alright. If I'm honest, I'm legitimately terrified. This thing weighs 1,600 pounds. It's 582 horsepower. Even though it's heavier than the stock weight, that is still freaking insane. Oh my god, this might actually beat the freaking, Range Rover. Yep, I am most definitely terrified. It's already a little difficult to control. Yeah, this is gonna go so freaking well. Okay, let's see how much air this thing gets. Oh my god. No, don't spin out. Okay, we got 19.9. Wow, okay. If I didn't have that lose control at the last minute, oh yeah, I think we would have probably beat the Range Rover on that one. That is actually, unfortunately, the last one on this list. So, the winner is the Range Rover with a 23.8 seconds left when completing the Trailblazer. Okay, I legit can't control this. I actually might think this is rear-wheel drive. But that is all the time I got for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please, for the love of God, hit that bloody like button. Please see more content like this. Subscribe to my channel. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.